You're listening to a Prairie Punk House Companion right here on the Prairie Punk Press Network. The views expressed by any host or any guest on the Prairie Punk House Companion are the personal views or opinions of the people who express them and do not reflect the views or opinions of anyone else on the show or any company, employer, or any other organization that the individual expressing them has or will affiliate with in the past, present, or future. Hey everybody, listen to a Prairie Punk House Companion. We are on episode 41. I am coming to you from the front lines of Chicago, Illinois. My name is Neckbone.
Hi, I'm Jer Bear, and next week I don't get to go on vacation because of capitalism.
Do tell.
Every year,
Mhm.
the week of Labor Day, my family goes out to Fall River for a week,
Mhm.
and camps out and has a marvelous time. It's my favorite week of the year, but due to my new job and not having enough PTO, I don't get to go this year
Oh,
until the weekend. So
that
the
sucks.
family is going, and I am meeting them out there, and I get to go for 2 days instead of 7 days. And I'm pretty bummed about it. Um,
Yeah,
it
that,
really fucking sucks. Like I said, it's my favorite week of the year.
yeah,
Becky and I just like sit around a campfire and read books all day.
sounds
We
awesome.
go out on her dad's boat and fish and take the kids tubing, and it's
Mhm.
so rad. I don't get to go this year.
Yeah, that
So
sucks. Yeah, I'm
it's
sorry.
fucking lame.
Yeah.
And
Uh,
it's all
mm.
because of the coercion of employment.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah, that doesn't make any sense. They don't do like advanced PTO or anything like that.
No,
No.
no.
Okay. Mm.
It's by far the stingiest place I have worked regarding PTO,
Mhm.
aside from hourly
Oh
jobs that
yeah.
don't offer any.
Have none. Yeah.
Right. I
Hmm.
mean, I have some, but it's very little.
Yeah.
Uh, it sucks.
Yeah,
It's
that does
fucking
suck.
bullshit.
Yeah. And we can definitely talk more about that. This is going to be, we don't have a guest this episode, so this is just going to be probably,
Another
well,
politics
well,
episode.
just us talking shit and politics. Um,
Well, it's not like there's much going on, so
yeah, right. Well, even just today, I sent you this just a few hours ago, how they're going to start prosecuting people who burn the American flag, which the
Supreme Court
Supreme Court
said was a First
that's
Amendment.
yeah, free speech that's protected under free speech and has been for a long time.
Yeah, well, under this executive order, burning the American flag is an incitement of violence, which is not
Mhm.
protected speech, according to this fascist administration.
Can you burn the flags of other countries?
Yeah, I
Well,
don't. It's probably encouraged.
how is that not inciting violence?
Well, because they're not Americans,
Oh, right, they don't count as people. Yeah,
and right, the
yeah,
United
I
States
forgot about
is
that.
the only thing that's important.
We're the most people. We're the most a person can be.
Yep.
Wait, I think that
And
was a
yeah,
GI
I
Joe
mean,
tagline or something.
uh-huh. Yeah, I mean, you cannot, I mean, you can question, but you would be a fool to question if this administration is a fascist regime. It 100%
Right.
is.
Well,
I mean,
yeah,
question it all you want, but it's like exercise in futility,
yeah.
because it is. It just is.
I think
Like it ticks every single box.
they even the um in the presidential order even said used the term what term did they use? They said like throwing fists or something like that. It's akin to it said something like throwing fisticuffs or some like weird like
Jesus
Old
Christ. I
old
mean,
man talk
I love
like
to say fisticuffs, but
sure. They
um,
didn't say that specific. It was something akin to that though. It was something like it's the equivalent of basically like picking a fight by burning the American flag. And you're like, how? Also, what if you're doing it on your private property? What if you're doing it like in your backyard? You can't
right, what if it's
do
not
that,
meant to incite violence?
right? What if you're just doing it because you fucking want to?
Right.
Isn't this where are the free speech absolutists? Are we going to have Joe Rogan
Um,
coming to defend people being able to do
silly, silly neckbone, sweet summer child. That's not what they mean by free speech absolutism. They only want the freedom to say what they want.
Oh,
They
right.
don't want everyone to have free speech, just them.
Right.
Just the speech that's important to them.
They just want to, for whatever reason, want to be able to say the N word and treat women like property for, yeah.
It's right here. I pulled it up.
Ooh,
Notwithstanding
yeah.
the Supreme Court's rulings on the First Amendment protections, the court has never held that the American flag desecration conducted in a manner that is likely to incite imminent lawless action or that is an action amounting to quote unquote fighting words is
Fighting words.
constitutionally
That's it.
protected.
Them's fighting words. They put that in there. They put
Yeah,
that in the
fighting
executive
words.
order. That is in there.
Those are fighting
Somebody
words.
typed that and that made it through. Do you know how many people had to get eyes on that for that to make it through? And we're like, yep, fighting words. Put that in quotes
Probably,
and leave it in there.
actually, with this administration, probably not that many.
Mm, that's true. And
Probably just Stephen Miller's.
right. And I wouldn't be surprised if Donald Trump was like, oh, I like that. Keep that in there. Fighting words. I like that. I mean,
Yeah,
that wouldn't surprise me.
perhaps.
They just do whatever the fuck he says because they're a bunch of bootlickers.
Yeah.
So, yes,
Don't tread on
daddy.
me.
Yeah.
So that's fun.
Yeah. Um, yeah, like I said at the beginning of this, I am right here on the front lines of Chicago, Illinois, and I call it that because the military is about to be deployed here. Uh,
Yeah.
so,
Real
um,
quick question.
mhm.
Did the Chicago mayor request military support for any kind of emergency that's going on there
No,
in Chicago?
nope. There's no
Hmm.
emergency that I'm aware
Wait,
of, and I
what
looked
about
everywhere,
the
and
governor? Did the
Mayor
governor
Brandon
request?
Johnson nor Governor J.B. Pritzker, neither of them requested National Guard assistance. And Governor Pritzker, being the head of the Illinois National Guard, could deploy troops to Chicago without the president. He has the authority to deploy the Illinois National Guard anywhere within the borders of Illinois if he wants to.
Quick question for the party of law and order. How do you justify the illegal deployment of troops to a state and a city that has not asked for it? Because that's
Mhm.
illegal. Also, states' rights folks,
States'
who
rights.
also lick Trump's balls.
Hmm.
Can you tell me how sending the federal government sending military troops to a state when that state does not want them there supports a state's right to their own freedom?
Right. And I know people will say, and people within my own family will say, but Chicago specifically is so lawless. It's so lawless and has such a high crime rate. And, you know, one of my family members even told me several years ago when I was visiting, when I was back in Kansas, and he said, I can't believe you live in Chicago. It's the most dangerous city in the world. He said in the world
In the world.
in the world. So it's more
Hmm.
dangerous than
Hmm.
Mogadishu. Wow,
Right.
that's quite impressive. I
Yeah.
don't know how I managed to survive here, but I somehow managed to walk my kid to school and walk my dog sometimes after midnight and never have a problem. Um,
Hey,
and
maybe he should talk to the citizens of Gaza City.
sure, yeah, right. It's pretty dangerous there right now to just
Not as
exist.
dangerous as Chicago, though.
Apparently not. Uh,
And I say those things not because hypocrisy burns work,
mhm.
because hypocrisy burns are fucking meaningless.
Yeah.
But it is entertaining to me, and it does make me laugh instead of,
Hmm.
scream out of frustration and fear.
Yeah.
There's there's no winning, so pointing out hypocrisy isn't for the benefit of them. It's for the benefit of me. It's for my amusement.
Yeah,
Um, so don't
it's
come at me
for
about hypocrisy burns because I don't give a fuck.
it's for posterity when people uncover this podcast
Right.
50 years from now and go,
Mhm.
"Oh wow, so that is where it all started. How did nobody notice that these
Oh,
things were
people
inaccurate?" And they
notice.
can they can listen to our podcast and go, "Oh, people did know that. They just
Yeah,
didn't give
yeah.
a shit." Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm looking up the statistics right now. For murder and non-negligent manslaughter, so basically, yeah, like murder for killing people intentionally. Chicago right now places number 22 in the country, number 22.
Where's
So there are
Wichita?
21 major cities that are more
Is that
dangerous. Wichita is
per capita?
73. This is
Okay.
per capita. So Wichita's
Okay.
73 on murder. So pretty good. Good job, guys.
Can you just do
Kansas
shootings?
City. What's that?
Can you just do shootings? I would like to
Don't think I
know
have
the
that.
comparison of Chicago
It
to
doesn't
Wichita
get
per
that
capita shootings.
specific.
Sweet.
But Kansas City, did you
Hmm.
like to know where Kansas City places?
Number eight.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Number 8.
Yeah.
Good job.
Okay.
St. Louis is number 2. Birmingham, Alabama
Mhm.
is number 1. Memphis, Tennessee is number
Oh,
3. Baltimore is 4. Detroit 5. Cleveland 6. Dayton 7. You get the idea.
yeah,
Chicago is
yeah,
pretty far down the list.
yeah.
Milwaukee's number 12. Milwaukee's more dangerous than Chicago.
Oh, wow.
Um, yeah, but it's more conservative up there, so they're not going to
Yeah.
focus on Milwaukee.
Uh-huh.
Though apparently Milwaukee, if Chicago could use their help, Milwaukee could really use their help too.
Hmm.
Let's see now. Let's go with just so we don't get demonetized on YouTube, which is one of the places I release this. We'll say
Wait,
SA
have we got any money from
or
YouTube?
what's that?
Have we gotten any money from YouTube?
Nah.
Okay.
Uh, but just to be safe in the
Right,
future, in
right.
the future.
When you say demonetize, you mean fine us?
I mean, no, probably not fine us, but
I'm
yeah.
joking.
I don't think they have the authority to do that. Not yet.
Yeah, yet.
Um, so we'll say grape or SA. Um,
Mhm.
let's see.
We'll come back to
Wichita.
that in a minute.
Wichita is number 128.
Okay.
Okay. Chicago is, come on, show me. There we go. Number 60. Number 60.
Hmm.
Let's see. Just plain old, good old fashioned robbery. Where's Chicago place? Number 8. Okay, we're pretty high up there on robbery. Still 7 above us, though, including Stockton, California. Don't see any troops getting deployed to Stockton, California, though. Wichita's 155. Good job, Wichita. Oh, Kansas City is above Chicago on all of these lists, by the way.
Of course
Kansas
they
City
are.
is way more dangerous than Chicago. The aggravated assault, we got Wichita number 131. Good job, guys. Chicago's number 31. Okay. Now, total violent crime. This is just violent crime. Chicago is number 92 in the country, and
Mhm.
Wichita is number 93 in the country. So
Wow.
Chicago is only one city more dangerous than Wichita.
Yeah.
Wow. Let's
I
see.
mean, what year is that?
This is from 2024, I believe.
Okay.
So
There has been
Kansas.
a shooting at least every day in Wichita for like the last year.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that doesn't surprise me.
Yeah.
Kansas City's number 7 in overall violent crime. Well, Kansas City, Missouri is number 7, and Kansas City, Kansas is number 21. So they're both
Yeah.
higher than Chicago. Good job,
Yep.
Kansas City. I knew you could do it.
Yeah.
Two of you won that prize.
Wyandotte and Jackson counties. Go, go,
Yes.
go.
Let's see. I think even Olathe is on the. Yeah, Olathe is 173.
Okay.
So yeah, good job, Olathe. You made the list. So yeah, as you can see, I mean, just based on this, Chicago is not that violent of a city compared to other cities. And
Right.
Jerry, Bear, you spent time up in Chicago before. I would describe Chicago, at least as far as the major cities go, to be one of the cleanest and safest major cities in America I've ever been in.
Hmm.
Um, I know that I got stabbed in Kansas City.
Yep.
I got carjacked in Wichita. I got held at
Yep.
gunpoint in Wichita. We saw
Hmm.
a drive-by in Lawrence.
Yeah.
That's in Kansas, for those of you who don't know. though every one of our listeners is probably from Kansas, so you all know.
Mm. Yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, I think the closest thing to a crime that happened to me in Chicago, and keep in mind, I first moved here in 2007, so I've been in Chicago for a while. Um, Somebody tried to break into my car once, and they fucked up my door handle. It kind of pissed me off.
Hmm.
That's it.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, Memphis.
hmm
Is that blue or red city?
well, Tennessee is a very red state.
Yeah, I know that.
Memphis itself, that's a good question. Let's see if I can look up the politics of Memphis. I don't actually know that much about Memphis. I would wager it's probably at best purple. I mean, it currently has a Democrat as a mayor, but that doesn't fucking mean anything.
I mean, which or Kansas has a Democrat as a governor, and we're still deep red.
Oh yeah, that's true. Um, yeah, do you think your mayor there in Wichita would embrace National Guard troops rolling in? Because Wichita is just right behind Chicago on violent crime. So if they come to Chicago, they should be heading to Wichita right after.
Well, our mayor is a is a libertarian coke stooge.
Hmm
Um, Strong states' rights, strong conservative values.
hmm
Um, uh, Ideologically, would not like the federal government coming in and interfering with our affairs, but also as a libertarian and uh, Trump salad tosser, I assume that she would be a-okay with it.
Oh yeah, that is Mayor Lily Wu of
Yep.
Wichita, who is yeah a libertarian from 2022 to present, but before that was a Republican. So she's just still
Mhm.
a Republican. For whatever reason, she just wanted the libertarian label. I don't know.
So
Maybe it
she
just
could get
goes
elected.
further. Yeah.
So she could get elected. She didn't want, I mean, the stigma of being a Republican isn't great.
hmm
Um,
Is Wichita purple now?
I don't think so.
Oh, okay.
We had a Democratic mayor before
hmm
her.
hmm
Um, and I think a Republican before that. It flips back and forth a lot
Yeah.
here. So if a Republican is mayor, then the next one will probably be a Democrat, and it goes back and forth. Same with gubernatorial races. It's typically red then blue, red then blue, red then blue.
Yeah. We do
Um,
we flip-flop a lot in Illinois on our governors, but our
mm,
mayors in Chicago are always Democrats and
yeah,
some are progressive Democrats and some are Rahm Emanuel. So,
yeah.
mhm.
I
uh
feel like the progressive label means less and less
yeah.
as time goes on. It's just a rebranding of liberalism, in
Yep.
my opinion. Progressives might have slightly better policies regarding healthcare,
hmm
uh, minimum wage, things like that, but they don't go far enough, and they're not.
No.
It's not meaningful change at all, in
No.
my opinion.
I mean,
I mean that's not to say that I wouldn't choose most progressive candidates over Trump,
sure.
but I mean I mean blatant fascism, and I mean we
Yeah.
see what Trump is doing. Almost any politician would be better than him,
Sure.
but but you know, what does that mean, and what does that set us up for in the future? Can't just
hmm
you can't just I can't just settle for better than Trump because
Right.
um what will the future lead? If we get
Right.
some fucking neoliberal shitbag that isn't going to do fucking anything for the working class, in for 8 years, there's going to be another
hmm
fast talking,
Yeah.
uh, uh, far right populist comes to power that is maybe even worse than Trump, maybe more capable than Trump. Um,
Right.
I I don't know that I can support a presidential candidate that doesn't offer meaningful material changes, which is no one. So I mean, there's not going to be a candidate for president that I support,
Right.
that I see moving forward. Locally, local elections, it's different. They have more direct effect on day-to-day lives,
Hmm.
typically than a president does. This president is unique in
Yeah.
his uh, terrorism on our country.
Hmm. Yeah. Uniquely qualified
Mhm.
by being very unqualified.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree. And for a long time, I was, I settled into that. I'll just vote blue no matter who, because I just don't want to vote. I don't want the fascists to win. But yeah, it's become very clear to me that when the Democrats do get in office, and it's never even the progressive ones, which you're right, that is more and more meaningless as we move forward. Um, but the ones who actually do get into office are just basically old school Republicans.
Yep.
Uh,
Well,
and
fuck, man. Even Bernie Sanders voted to send Israel more weapons.
yeah, right.
I mean,
So
fuck that.
there's not a single politician right now that you can really trust
No.
to try to do any meaningful
Rashida Tlaib is
change.
doing really good. I
Hmm.
think Rashida Tlaib,
Omar.
yeah, Ilhan Omar
Hmm.
is great. Those are like the two, Al Green. Um,
Hmm. Oh, I do
any
like Al Green. Yeah.
all of them stand up against this genocide. And
Hmm.
if a politician can't do that, I can't
Hmm.
support them.
Right. Yeah.
I mean,
Same.
I cannot do it.
Yeah.
And back to blue, no matter who.
Mhm.
Who was a lifelong Democrat? One of the most despicable people in American history, Fred
Strom
Phelps.
Thurmond?
No,
No.
well, yeah, Fred
Him too.
Phelps.
Oh, Fred Phelps, right?
Fred
Yeah. Yeah.
Phelps, lifelong
Hmm.
Democrat. Blue, no
Yeah.
matter who. My fucking asshole.
Right.
Fuck that
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah. And for those of you out there who are going to say, well, actually, Strom Thurmond was a Dixiecrat, they were still Democrats. The Dixiecrats were.
Yeah.
So,
And Joe Biden was his lapdog.
yeah.
Also, James Dobson just died.
Oh, yeah.
So that's good.
Huzzah.
Focus on the family.
Yeah.
Another pig to rot and piss.
Yep.
Die, you scumfucks.
Yep. So long.
Oh, while we're talking about Democrats, so the whole this whole Gavin Newsom Twitter shit going on.
Yeah.
While I appreciate the trolling, Gavin Newsom is beyond cruel to homeless
Yes.
people.
Hmm.
Um, he he supports the genocide
Yep.
in Gaza.
Hmm.
He
Is transphobic.
transphobic.
Yep.
He sucks. He fucking sucks.
Yeah, he
He does
does.
not. I mean, it's great that he trolls Trump. That's wonderful. I love it. He is not a good politician
Hmm.
as far as policy goes.
Yeah.
Great. I mean, keep owning Trump, dude. Do it. We need
Yeah.
that. We need that energy. That's great.
Hmm.
But do not think that that will make him a good president because
Right.
he will not be.
And people will vote for him, and he knows that just because
Yeah.
he's going to
Mhm.
come in, be not Trump,
That's
and
why
be the
he's doing it.
Democrat. Yeah,
That's why he's doing all of this to set himself
right,
up for 2028.
right.
Pete
Um,
Buttigieg is out there trying to fucking position himself for 2028.
yeah.
Uh,
JB
I heard,
Pritzker is too.
yeah,
Hmm.
uh, Josh Shapiro.
Hmm.
He just had a real bad fuck up. I don't remember what it was, but he's pissed a lot of people off.
Let's keep track.
I think it's his Zionism.
Oh yeah, yeah. That'll do
And
it.
Beto O'Rourke is trying to make a comeback, I think.
Mm.
He said the F word at a rally, so he's edgy and
Oh wow.
trying to get in the public zeitgeist again.
Hmm. Good luck.
Maybe he can stand on some more stuff.
Yeah.
Talk about
Um,
how he knows the Mars Volta.
well, JB Pritzker has a good chance to show us what he's got when Trump tries to bring troops into Chicago. So
We'll see.
now's your time to shine, JB. I can't
Yeah.
say I have a whole lot of faith in a billionaire.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Um,
say billionaire's gonna billionaire.
But he does stand up to Trump. He
Yeah.
is actively supportive of the trans community and the LGBTQIA community, pretty
Hmm.
overtly, because he has
Yeah.
a trans sister.
Oh.
Um, so he's socially at least better than Gavin Newsom. He is still a
Hmm.
billionaire, but
Yeah.
um,
Um,
yeah,
just regarding that, having someone in your life who is trans should not be the reason you support trans folk. And I'm not
right,
saying that that's what he is, but like,
yeah,
you know, I see celebrities get kudos for being supportive of the trans community, and then they go on to talk about how they have a family member or somebody
yeah,
that's trans.
mhm,
I would like to hear about the people that support the trans community without a family member that's
right,
trans, without someone that
or a close friend, or
or
yeah,
right that
hmm
their life is directly affected by.
hmm
Just because like it seems like a I'm not saying it's a bad thing,
yeah,
but it it almost seems like an excuse for why they are.
right,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like like I want to
Same
hear
way,
about
why,
somebody
what,
who is supportive of the trans community because it's the right thing to do. Because that's
right,
what it is. And I don't have a lot of room to talk there because of
hmm
my family members, but
yeah.
still, it doesn't matter. I
I
would like
have,
to see
yeah,
somebody be propped up in the media for their outspoken trans support of the trans community just because they support the trans community
right.
because it's the right thing to do.
Well, I can tell you that I personally have zero trans people in my life, but I still support the trans community. Do not lift me up to be some sort of media mouthpiece for the love of fucking God. I have
Right?
nightmares about that shit.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like, I mean, we are out there. It's just
Yeah. No,
because,
I know.
like, I'm like, well, I just don't want to be a dick to people. Like,
Right.
I
Well,
just think it's like, I just think everybody deserves basic respect.
right. Well, and that's another thing with it.
Mm,
Oh, oh, you're just not a shitty person. Here's some flowers. Thank you
right, right.
for
Mm.
having basic human decency.
Right. Because it's it's baseline. It's like saying you're
Yeah.
not a Nazi. It's like cool. I
Right.
mean, good, but
Hmm.
that we should all be there. That should
Right.
be just like
That should be the
baseline.
standard. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, yeah. So kudos for
Right.
not wanting the eradication of other people, but
Right. Yeah. You should just not be that anyway.
right.
That shouldn't be a unique attribute of
Hmm.
people. I don't know if you've experienced this as a father,
Hmm.
but it's usually from older people, like would ask if I was babysitting my children.
Oh
Like
yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't babysit my kids.
They're,
I'm
they're
their
your
dad.
kids. Right. I get
I
that all
don't
the time.
I don't
Uh,
babysit. That's fucked up. That's called being a parent.
Yeah, my wife and I were just talking about that the other day. So, yeah, my wife was talking on the phone with a friend, and she was going to be out, and the person said, "Hey, is Neckbone going to be babysitting?" And she was like, "Well, no, because he's
Right. A
our kid's
parent.
father. He's
Right.
the parent. What
Yeah,
do you
yeah.
mean babysitting?
Yeah.
You can't right? You can't babysit your kid, but." It is this weird thing. And even when, my wife's on like work calls and stuff, and she's like, because we try to take turns if our kid's sick or needs
Mhm.
us for something during work time. We try to, as best we can, like, okay, who's less busy today? Who's
Right.
who can get away to go take care of this? And we just kind of just base it on that
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like, oh, well, I can be like, well, I'm not doing much right now, so I'll just take a little PTO and go take care of this.
Mhm.
Um, and yeah, like she'll say this like in work meetings, and people go, "Oh, do you need to go so you can take care of your kid?" And she's like, "No, my husband's going to do that. Like he's got it."
Yeah.
Like, "Oh, you don't need to be there?" And she's like, "No, he knows how to take care of our child.
Right.
We
Yeah.
both do this job. Like
Yeah.
there are
Uh,
there are redundancies, and it's great."
right.
So,
The my first experience with that was when our oldest was a baby
mm,
and had a dentist appointment and I took her there. I think it was a
Hmm.
dentist appointment. It might have been a doctor. I don't know. Anyway, I wound up changing her diaper,
Hmm.
and the receptionist was like, "Oh, you're such a good dad." I was like, "What? What?
Once again, that's
Because I
baseline.
changed a diaper? That's
Yeah,
not that reflects nothing about my parenting. That's just a
right.
duty that a parent
That's a
does."
parent's duty.
Right.
Yeah, yeah,
It's fucking wild. And
yeah.
it's usually, fucking boomers
Right,
or
right.
whatever that are like,
Well, and people
yeah,
always
just
assume
out of
like
touch.
whenever I get like a job opportunity somewhere else or something like that, like we've decided that we're not leaving Chicago. We like it here.
Mhm.
We we've put down roots here, and we love our neighborhood, we love our community,
Yeah.
and we love our kids' school. So I'm like, yeah, we're not going, but I get opportunities every once in a while for like more pay to go somewhere else. And people always just be like, why don't you just take it? It's more money,
Mhm.
and then you can move. And I'm like, well, my wife has a job too.
Yeah, yeah.
Like, what would she do? She'd have to quit her job.
Right.
That'd be an entire income we would be without. She'd have to like scramble to look for a job wherever the fuck we're moving. Like, I think, and people are just like, "Oh, your wife works?" Like, yeah.
Oh my
What?
God.
What do you, why are you saying that? Like, it's surprising. And I do work in an industry that is mostly filled with boomers and
Hmm.
older people and conservative people.
Yeah.
Um, so they don't understand that. I'm like, oh yeah, if my wife quit her job, we would be financially devastated. We
Yeah.
cannot get by on. I make a good income, but we cannot get by on. Nobody can get by on one income anymore. That's
No.
not a thing anymore.
No.
Like like how the fuck would that even work?
Right.
Everything is so fucking expensive. Jesus. I think we paid $20 for a can of coffee the other day. So
Yeah, yeah.
yeah,
Thanks, Trump.
yeah, good old tariffs. Hey, why don't we just grow that coffee right here in America?
Hmm.
I wonder.
Well,
I wonder why.
we could try. I mean,
Uh-huh.
and if we could get it to grow, let's
Mm-hmm.
let's just assume that we could get coffee to grow here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, who would harvest the beans?
You know, all those 29-year-olds who live in basements playing video games who just want free healthcare that who described people as like that? Oh, that was Dr. Oz. That was Dr. Oz.
Hmm.
Came up with
Hmm.
this fake scenario where there's 29-year-olds, just a bunch of
Hmm.
29-year-olds in all of America's suburbs who just sit in their parents' basement and play video games and don't want jobs, but just want free
Hmm.
handouts.
Yeah.
Very specifically 29.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
I was just curious. I mean,
Mhm.
we're, and I'm not defending the use of migrant labor
Right.
to subsidize companies' income by paying them under minimum wage. But
Hmm.
that's kind of how our fucked up system works. So if
Yeah.
we're deporting all of those farm workers that companies pay starvation wages to,
Hmm.
who would pick those beans,
Right.
and how much would they get paid, and
Hmm.
how much would coffee be then?
Yeah.
And this is not a justification of our corrupt system that uses migrant labor for cheap goods.
Hmm.
This is a criticism of the entire system
Hmm.
that allows that to happen and doesn't pay living wages to people while CEOs get paid 1,000% more than workers get paid so that they can't afford wages to buy things that they make.
Right.
Uh,
And speaking of
the
CEOs, there's this weird misconception. Sorry, I just gotta get this out.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
can continue. There's this weird misconception too that CEOs work hard enough to earn that much money, or that they work really hard.
1,000 times
Um,
harder than their
right.
employees.
And so if you are like some people, the CEO of multiple companies,
Hmm.
it just
Hmm.
makes me think, wow, that's got to be a really easy fucking job.
Yeah.
Because I work a full-time job that takes my full attention and a
Oh,
part-time job
same.
that takes almost my full attention too. And I am swamped and I'm not a CEO. I can
Right.
guarantee you I am not even close to the hardest working person in this country. I probably don't even make it past the halfway mark.
Oh yeah,
Probably not even
same.
close. I probably don't even make it past the quarter mark. But I can
I mean,
guarantee you, I work harder than probably almost every CEO in this fucking country.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
100%.
Unless somebody's a CEO of their own company and have zero employees and they do everything themselves, maybe
Yeah,
they work harder. Okay,
yeah.
sure. But I mean, of like, like actual companies that have hundreds to thousands of employees.
Henry Ford, as evil of a Nazi piece of shit eugenicist as he was economically, he knew that if people were able to buy his cars, he would
Hmm.
be successful in business. So he paid his workers a living wage and priced his goods in a way that they could afford
Yeah.
for a time.
I
And
mean,
then,
economically, that makes sense.
right,
Yeah. From an economic standpoint, sure.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Hmm.
He's still a Nazi piece of shit
Yeah.
eugenicist, though.
And jumping back to CEOs too, and modern day CEOs, I can't remember what fucking douchebag CEO posted this, but I did see a post where, they said, um, if a CEO of a company like mine can raise a family, work a full day as a CEO, it listed a whole bunch of stuff and then said, and also still find time to work out, you can too. And I'm just thinking like, okay, yeah, but you're not really raising your family. You're paying
Right.
people to raise your family, to
Yeah,
raise your
yeah.
children, you know.
You're also not working full time. You're paying people to work full time
Right. I bet a lot of that gym
for
time is
you.
just during working hours.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
How
So,
many vacations does he go on?
right,
How much of his work time is spent playing golf and
right.
uh, chumming it up with other CEOs, networking, or whatever you want to call
And
that?
I see this shit all the time, and I know it's they try to put it there to be like inspirational, but you're like
That's not an inspiration.
you're not living in reality. All you're doing is reminding me of how much you are just ripping people off every
Yeah,
day
yeah.
by doing almost nothing and reaping all
Yeah.
the benefits of other people's labor. That's all that's reminding me of. If you saying like, look, I got all this time, or I'm so busy, but I still find time to do this thing and you can too. It's like, watching Gwyneth Paltrow tell poor people that they should feed their kids better and you're like, "Yeah, okay, like
Right.
people in food deserts just do you just got to will yourself to do it.
Not even
Like
people in
like
food
me.
deserts.
Yeah.
Not even people like us.
Right.
Uh,
Yeah.
I get off of work and I'm fucking tired and
Mhm.
do not have the mental, emotional, or physical capacity
Mhm.
to make a nutritional meal every
Right.
night.
Yeah.
Nor does my wife. Like,
Mhm.
we do the best we can.
Yep.
Sometimes we have healthy meals, sometimes we have chicken nuggets.
Yep.
Fuck you and your privilege for
Mhm.
trying to make us feel bad about that.
Yeah.
And again, that's like uh, this whole thing about recycling.
Yeah.
Like people need to recycle. Well, we shouldn't live in a system that that uses harmful materials that we have to recycle. Stop putting the
Right.
burden on the people and
Right.
change the fucking system.
Yeah.
Like Gwyneth Paltrow with your privilege, if you
Mhm.
want if you want us to be able to feed families healthier, do something about the system that created this.
Right.
Because that's what needs to be changed.
Come up with
Parents
real
parents are doing the
solutions.
best they fucking can,
Yeah.
but when you go to the grocery store and
Mhm.
highly processed food is a million times cheaper than
Right.
healthy alternatives,
Mhm.
what are people going to do?
Yeah.
And,
Uh,
and and I'm talking about the middle class here. That's not even the
that's not
working poor.
right. And people who, like I said before, live in food deserts. I mean, there's plenty of people
Yeah.
who live in deep South Chicago or way west side who don't, it's not a grocery store anywhere near them. They
Right.
don't
They got
have a
a Dollar
car.
General or something.
Right. And even though we have got a pretty good public transit system in Chicago, the train, for the most part, with a few exceptions, the train goes to the wealthy neighborhoods.
Hmm.
The train doesn't go to a lot of places where food deserts are. So
Right.
they're taking like, they're transferring to like three different buses and crap like that to like get to one grocery store.
Yeah.
Um, it's just abysmal how people are treated and then made to feel guilty
Right.
because everything has been stacked against them. They're just doing the best they can.
Right. And a trek like that for a single mother with nobody to watch kids, that means they're going
Hmm.
to have to drag their kids on all those buses
Yeah.
to the grocery store, try and get them home.
Hmm.
That's asking a lot of people, you know.
That's a lot. Yeah. I mean,
Uh,
even when I just take my one kid on the train and I'm not even having to like haul a bunch of stuff with me, that's a
mhm.
pain in the ass.
Yeah, yeah.
Like trying to like, make sure he's not jumping on the tracks or freaking like running up and down the car and doing shit. Like, I mean,
Hmm.
he's a kid. He's gonna do
Right.
kid shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
of
imagine trying to do that
course.
with, a bunch of groceries and shit that you're trying to transport
Right.
on public transportation and having to transfer a bunch of times because the bus doesn't go all the way to your house and shit like that. Uh, it's yeah, and I'm sure it's got to be even worse in like Wichita and Kansas City that have even less public transportation
Oh, for
than
sure.
Chicago
Yeah.
does. I mean, I remember I knew people in Wichita who took the bus everywhere,
Yeah.
and there would just be
And it's
times like
unreliable.
unreliable. It stops running at like 7 p.m. or something. Kind of tracking back to a little bit to what we were talking about, military deployments to Chicago. Other cities are definitely going to be next. This isn't going to be isolated to Chicago. DC was the experiment,
I thought,
and
I think LA was the experiment
yeah,
when he
well,
didn't get as
DC,
much, when he didn't get much pushback from that.
right,
Then he went with DC because that makes the most sense because it's actually under the
yeah,
purview of the federal government.
right, yeah. He can federalize DC without, he has the right to do that.
Mm,
And the mayor can't really do much about it, but just complain about it. But
mm,
there's no governor; it's not a state.
right.
So the mayor has very little power in that regard. Um, but yeah, it's going to come to other cities. Um, I just want to remind people, there are cameras everywhere. So watch out, don't get photographed. Um, Masks are great. Everybody sells their COVID masks, right?
Yeah.
Make sure you got plain ones. Don't wear stuff with labels and crap on it.
Yep.
Uh, Nothing that's going to be able to identify you. Don't
Hide your
forget,
tattoos.
cover your tattoos. Black bloc clothes. That's for anyone who doesn't know. That's just plain black clothing.
No
Buy it at a thrift store.
logos.
No logos. Buy it at a thrift store. Pay cash.
Mm.
There you go. Couple of bucks. It doesn't even have to fit
Leave
completely right. As long as you can still move freely in it and easily, and it's not uncomfortable. You're not there to be in a fashion show. It's fine.
leave your
Um,
cell phone.
yep.
Don't photograph activists.
Nope. Um,
Film
but
cops, but not
film cops,
activists.
right? Anytime you see ICE in your neighborhood, and I do live in a predominantly Latino neighborhood, so
Oh
I
fuck.
anticipate I will be probably seeing ICE. Um, and yeah, so if you like me, if you are as melanin deprived as I am, um, if you are basically just the dictionary definition of mayonnaise like I am, just go out and use your allyship, use your white
Mm,
privilege. We have it. I have white male privilege. I got a lot of privileges. Um, Use that. That's your superpower. Use that to help other people. Use that to
mhm.
film cops and ICE doing shit. Use that privilege however you can to defend other people, because that's how you can contribute. That's your job. That is your responsibility. Don't
Yep.
stand idly by and just let shit happen and go, oh, well, it doesn't really affect me because One, it will eventually, and two, it's the right thing to do to just fucking help people.
Yep.
So,
Um, I uh, love the letter from a Birmingham jail written
hmm
by Martin Luther King Jr.
hmm
Um, a lot of people go to the I Have a Dream speech. I think a letter from a Birmingham jail is much more powerful,
hmm
and everyone should read it. I was reading it today,
hmm
and it's the one that talks about white moderates being a bigger danger to the liberation of black folks than
hmm
Klan members because they're more concerned about order and negative peace, which is a lack of tension, rather than
hmm
positive peace, which is striving for justice.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I've read it multiple times, but one of the things that stuck out to me today was he said, we need, this is not verbatim, this is not an actual quote, it's a summary of the quote. We need nonviolent gadflies to shout for justice.
hmm
And that's part of our white privileges is the ability to challenge power without as much repercussions.
More
Uh,
easily than people of color and
yeah, yeah.
people and honestly a lot of people even in the LGBTQIA community too. You and I as also straight cisgendered men, white men,
Mm,
we have that superpower too. Because I
yeah.
mean,
It's
stand up
we have a
for trans
duty and a
people right now too.
responsibility. We have a
Yeah,
duty and a responsibility to stand up for those who are in danger and
yeah,
will be victimized further by standing up
hmm yeah,
because nobody's free until everyone's free.
right.
And if we're not fighting for that and speaking out about the injustice, then we're complicit in the injustice.
Right. And, that it's only a matter of time. And honestly, you should help people just because it's the right fucking thing to do. But
Yeah,
also, if
yeah.
you need that extra push, it's only a matter of time before you will be in some marginalized group because fascism is a fire that never is satiated.
Hmm.
It will keep consuming anything around it. Once it's burned one scapegoat, it'll go for the next one and the next one and the next one. And at some
Right.
point, you could fall into one of those groups. I mean, look at the Klan and the Catholics. The Catholics
Hmm.
fucking ended up falling into that
Yep.
group, you know.
Yeah, that's
Uh,
why that we talked about that Mehdi Hassan debate
mhm.
against the 20 far right conservatives,
Yeah,
which was a misnomer. He was debating 20 blatant fascists.
yeah,
But that one piece of shit who said he lost his job because of it, he was actually supposedly fired before that even happened and just used that as a way to make money. But anyway, I
yeah.
digress. It's so funny that he's saying he wouldn't be one of the ones who was victimized by a dictatorship.
Right.
It just goes to show how little he knows about actual fascism because
hmm
everyone's at risk except those in power.
Right. And even if it's
And
not
even the
you
ones in
directly,
power
yeah.
are at risk from
hmm
people around them who want power
Yeah.
also.
And even if it's not you directly, it's going to eventually be somebody you care about deeply.
Yeah.
Eventually, it's
Hmm.
going to affect you one way or the other
Yeah.
negatively. And like I said, it's a fire that will burn as long as you allow it to, and it will keep consuming everything around it. And just like a fire, it needs to be put out.
Yep. Don't fucking debate fascists.
Yeah,
Don't fucking do it unless it's with a fist.
right. Um, Organize too. The best time to organize would have probably been 10 years ago. But the second best time to organize is right now.
Yep.
This is when it's happening. If you're wondering when a good time to set up like a community defense network would be, it's now. It's we're there. So start coordinating with your community if you can find a good um, anti-fascist group to join up with. There, I know there's several anti-fascist book clubs. Um, if you just Google anti-fascist book club, there's a bunch that pop up.
Hmm.
Uh, so do something like that and start organizing in your area and start building networks of people that can be there to help each other and to help keep the community safe. And those of and, people in the community who are marginalized, you can help keep them safe too. We talked on an earlier episode about that community in Cincinnati who basically chased the Nazis out with their tail between
Hmm.
their legs and then started patrolling the streets to make
Yep.
sure they stayed out. That's community defense. That's
Yep.
exactly what that was. We can take a lesson from that and do that in your city. Do that in your
Mhm.
town. You never know. The jackboots are going to hit your town at some point.
Look for a local Socialist Rifle Association.
Yeah. Hmm.
Look for a local Communist Party. Look for mutual aid groups. Look for community gardens.
And learn how to operate a firearm, even if you don't like guns, even if you have no desire to own a gun. Know how one works and know how to operate it, because you don't need
Yep.
to own a gun to disarm somebody and make their firearm useless. If you know how to take one of those fucking things apart as soon as it gets into your hand, then you could save lives just from doing that without firing a single shot. And it might even save your life too at some point. So just learn how firearms work at the very least, even if you don't want to fire one.
Take CPR classes. Take uh, what's it called? Field. Uh,
What, like
uh,
Fieldmatic?
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I think people offer classes on like how to do like quick,
Hmm.
dirty, like medic shit to help people out.
Oh, that's cool.
Everything you need. Tampons are really good for plugging bullet holes and shit. That's what they're actually created for. Take first aid classes. Learn how to um, patch people up quickly. I mean, there's all sorts of things you do. Like I said, CPR classes, first aid classes.
Hmm.
If you're going out and protesting, make a pack with things you might need: bandages, things for splints, um,
Hmm.
tampons for plugging up wounds if
Yeah.
it gets that bad, things like that. If you're interested in that, I know a guy who has a lot of resources to help out with that. I don't want to name them on the podcast, but if you're interested in that, I could probably connect you, or work
Hmm.
some way around how you could get information if you're interested in that type of thing.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do to resist that isn't putting your body on the front line as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot you can do.
Hmm.
I mean, anything. Take water to people.
Yeah.
Take sandwiches to homeless people.
Right. Yeah. And even just, yeah, this doesn't even have to be related to the deployment of military to, into our own cities, but just to help homeless people in general,
Mhm.
just because it's the right thing to do.
One of the cruelest things in this country right now
Yeah.
is that the minimum wage is 7.25 an hour. No one can live on that
No.
at all.
And we have, boomers and, as much as I hate to admit it, our fellow Gen Xers, saying shit like, people just don't want to work anymore. It's like, I'm sorry, when we were young, you could fucking go flip burgers somewhere and still live pretty comfortably if you were doing
Yeah.
it at least 30 hours a week. That doesn't fucking exist anymore. It's gone. Do you know how much shit's gone up since then? I mean, I don't know what reality these people are fucking living in. Are they not noticing the price of goddamn everything? Yeah.
It's cruelty. That's what it is. It's greed. It's
Hmm.
fascism. It is. Yeah, it's unconscionable. It's
We are
fucking unconscionable.
We are addicted. It is a part of our culture in this country, and I don't know why. We are addicted to cruelty, where we have a punishment culture, where I don't know, maybe it's the evangelical Christianity seeping into everything, where it's just you just got to flog yourself about goddamn everything. There's anything that happens to you, well, it's probably your fault.
Mhm.
And it's
Well,
just
I think it
because,
comes from that, you know, the myth of rugged individualism.
yeah. Well, and people treating empathy like it's a disease.
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. No, there's a book I saw somewhere about the what it's a Christian book
Hmm.
about the myth of liberal empathy or something like that, about how it's actually against Jesus's teaching to be empathetic to people.
Is it?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. Mhm.
Huh. Yeah, I must have missed that part of the New Testament. I don't know. It's been a while.
But yeah, demonizing empathy is a shocking new development that they're just blatant about it. I mean, it's been that way.
Mhm.
It's been dog whistled for years, but to just outright say empathy is a bad thing,
Right.
I don't even know.
Well, I mean, we have
We're
people
we're
openly
fucked.
proclaiming that they're fascist now, and it's perfectly
Yeah, yeah.
acceptable. I don't know. I don't know how this became the cultural norm to just hate other, just despise other people. I mean, and to the point of not only do you not care about them, but you actively wish them harm. It
Hmm.
doesn't make any sense because I don't wish harm even on conservatives who I completely disagree with, even Trump supporters. I
Yeah,
I I want them to have health care. I want them
yeah.
to have whatever occupation makes them happy. I want them to live a comfortable life,
Right,
however they see fit, as long as they're not, oppressing others. Like, go live your life.
right.
That's fine. Like,
Yeah. Everyone should make a living wage. I don't care if I agree with you
right,
politically or not.
right.
You should be able to afford to eat, feed your family, pay your bills, have a
Their
roof over
children
your
should
head,
be
and have
safe in
some
school.
luxury time.
Yeah, yeah. Fresh water, plentiful food. I want that for everybody. Health care.
Clean drinking water.
Yep. Safe schools.
Yeah,
Like that, I want that for everybody, not just people
yeah,
I agree
right.
with. And
Yeah,
I don't know why me saying that has people, would make people actively hate me and angry at me, even to the point of wishing me dead.
yeah. When I
It
think
makes
that's
no sense.
one of the myths of like socialism,
Hmm.
um, is that we want everyone to be equally oppressed.
Right. That doesn't
That
make
is
any
not what
sense.
socialism is for. We want everyone to be lifted up
Hmm.
to have to have everything they need in life, including the ability to luxuriate every now and
Yeah.
again.
Right.
Like taking like redistributing the wealth of billionaires to
Hmm.
lift everyone up
Hmm.
is a benefit to everyone, and it's
Yeah.
not really harming
Right.
billionaires
And
uh,
and
because they
the
can't spend that money. A
right.
billion dollars is 1 million 1,000 times.
Yeah.
Elon Musk has three is worth his net worth is $346 billion.
Right.
That's $1 million 346,000 times. He's on track to be the world's first trillionaire, and people are fucking licking his asshole about it.
Right.
That is not a
And
good thing. That is not something to be proud of. That is not something you don't put that person on a pedestal. You
right.
ridicule them because
Mhm.
they're a greedy, money hoarding dragon.
And
And he's a fucking Nazi.
and that's why he can have a rocket completely explode on the launch pad and just build another one.
Yeah. Well,
And
and get it
when
paid
that
for by the
happened,
government.
that's happened to NASA two times as far as I know in its entire fucking history. The Challenger and the Columbia, and NASA got its funding slashed both times.
Mhm.
That two times. How many rockets has Elon blown up It's
All,
in the
most of them.
it's dozens,
Yeah.
dozens in just a few years, in just like 10, 15 years, dozens. If NASA did that, there wouldn't be a NASA anymore and wouldn't have been for a long fucking time because NASA has a fucking higher standard than a private entity does. They
Uh,
have to.
tax information was just released on SpaceX.
Oh yeah.
They haven't paid a cent in taxes since 2002.
Yep.
And they
That
get
tracks.
billions in government subsidies.
Hmm. Yeah. Well, NASA's funding has
Tesla,
been slashed so much that NASA has to contract stuff from
right.
SpaceX
Yeah, yeah.
because they no longer have the ability to, you know, launch some of their own rockets, bring people back from space because their funding has been cut so much that they can't do basic things anymore.
Yeah. Tesla, last fiscal year made $36 billion in profit.
Hmm.
In profit. That's not gross. That's profit. That's money in Elon and shareholders' pockets. $36 billion. They
Hmm.
paid $0 in taxes.
Yeah. Yeah.
They are stealing from every single American
Right.
by not paying their fair share of taxes.
These and
That's
these
money out of our pockets going to them.
these people aren't your friends. They're not. They don't give a shit about you. No matter how much they say that they care about, real America or middle America, they couldn't give a fuck less. Do you think if somebody like Elon Musk or Donald Trump didn't have to, do you think they would ever set foot in a place like Kansas or Iowa or Missouri? Fuck no, they wouldn't. Are you
Only
kidding
to
me?
exploit either people or resources.
Right. That's it. That they don't give a shit
I
about you.
saw I saw some fucking opinion piece somewhere. I don't remember where it was,
Mhm.
but somebody was like, you shouldn't dehumanize billionaires. You shouldn't call them parasites because when you dehumanize people, even billionaires, um, it uh puts it dehumanizes everyone. Um, but I don't know really what else to call billionaires other than parasites because they wouldn't exist if it weren't for the exploitation of us.
Right. Yeah.
And they, instead of sucking our blood, they're sucking our tax money up. They're
Right.
sucking our wealth up. And to the detriment of the entire country and
Hmm.
all of the people here.
If people don't want us to dehumanize billionaires or don't want to see billionaires dehumanized or are worried about their safety, those billionaires are free to give up the vast majority of their money and not be billionaires anymore.
Yeah.
They
You
can do
know,
that
right
tomorrow.
now, yeah. You know,
Do you know how many people they could feed and house and clothe and they
mhm,
could still be wealthy. They could still be wealthy. They could still
yeah,
be, millionaires and be very comfortable
yeah.
and have taken
No,
care
Warren
of.
Warren Buffett has said, when he dies, he's not going to uh give his children inheritance or whatever, which first
Mhm.
of all, I don't believe. Second of all, why wait, dude?
Yeah.
You can't spend your money.
Right.
You have so much that it is impossible for you to spend it on
Right.
things.
Give it up now.
Um, Give it up now. Why wait till you're dead? What are
Yeah.
you fucking doing?
Yeah.
I mean, I understand that this is a clout game, right? But I implore you to give up your wealth because that would probably give you even more clout than hoarding
Hmm.
the billions of dollars. If you redistributed your billions of dollars, fuck Elon Musk, just keep $1 billion.
Yeah.
Give away the other 345 billion that you have,
Yeah.
and you would be a hero.
Yeah.
I would still fucking hate you because you're a Nazi, but
Yeah. Right.
like like you're not a good person if
Right.
you're
Yeah. Or Lex Luthor look like Jeff Bezos.
yeah,
Like he just becomes more and more Lex Luthor every fucking day.
yeah,
I
just
does
as
he
sad and pathetic.
Does he
as
understand that
well.
Lex Luthor was not, he wasn't the good guy in those comics? Does he not know that?
I don't know. I don't know. I think that he enjoys being a villain.
Yeah.
I do. I think that he takes satisfaction in this. I mean,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. I don't know. And then you've got Peter Thiel, who is 100% a eugenicist.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like he is like he's not even sly about it. He's just blatantly a eugenicist.
Yeah.
Um and deeply, deeply racist.
Yeah.
Um one of the worst people in America. Uh
Hmm.
he doesn't get as much hate as Elon Musk
Hmm.
because he's not quite as rich,
Right.
but his ideologies are at least as bad. There's not that many of them. There's a lot more of us.
Absolutely. And when, if things keep going in this direction, um, and I hope they don't. I hope I'm wrong. I hope that, you know, you know, somehow, some way, there is a shift in power
Hmm.
and we get some at least actual progressives. I mean, actual progressives,
Hmm.
or better into power. But I'm not going to hold my breath for that. But, keep in mind, a lot of these people, like Mark Zuckerberg, he's building bunkers in California
Yeah.
right now.
And his
Um,
neighbors are fucking pissed at him. Have you
they're
heard
pissed
about
at him.
this?
Yeah. Hmm.
Uh, like he's constantly doing construction and like
Hmm.
fucking up this super rich neighborhood that he lives in. He's bought like six properties in the neighborhood, and people are fucking pissed because he's always doing shit and being loud and making bunkers and stuff. And
Yeah.
like I don't have, it's not that I have sympathy for these other
Hundreds,
millionaires,
millionaires.
billionaires that live
Yeah.
next to him,
Hmm.
having to deal with his noise. I don't give a fuck about that. But what he's doing is fucked up.
Yeah.
Uh, you know,
It's it's bizarre. And this is their plan. They're going to destroy the world and hide away in their bunkers.
mhm,
I don't know what their end game is because I mean, once the world's destroyed, it's not like you just get to respawn it. Like,
right,
so what's the end game? Live in bunkers forever? I mean, do they think that Silo is a documentary or a how-to?
right.
Like, I mean, I don't know what
I've
the end
played
game is.
Fallout.
Right. But here's the thing. Mark where these bunkers are.
Mhm.
Remember where they are.
Yeah, for real.
And also remember whoever he has on his staff who is securing, keeping them secure, like his security team, when the shit really hits the fan, they're going to have more in common with us than with
Yeah.
him.
Hmm.
So I don't know what they think the end game is, but always keep in mind we outnumber them. Mark the locations of these places just in case. Just in case. Hope it never happens, but just in case. I would never, of course, advocate for violence on anybody.
No,
But if society collapses, then there's not going to be a legal system anyway. So,
right.
um, but that's a good reason to have, like a community defense network. It's not just for physical defense. It's for, yeah, like storing things like fresh water and food and, banding together is, not to replace something, but as like, something that runs parallel to the system that we have in place. Just
Hmm.
in case if the system we have in place collapses, there's not nothing to replace it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, parallelism, yeah. You have that network there. You look out for each other.
Hmm.
Um, and if you ever need it for bigger things, then you've got it. Hopefully that never happens, but I'm becoming a bigger and bigger pessimist every day. So,
Once a nation state heads down the road of fascism, it's really hard to turn that around.
yeah.
And that's like the really scary things because I mean we're there. How do we
Hmm.
come back? I don't know.
Right.
Uh, have we gone too far down the road? I don't know. I still have some hope.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, Trump's old.
Yeah.
He doesn't take care of himself.
Right.
You know,
And I
if
think you're
something
right.
were
I
to
think
happen to him,
if he passes on from health and old age, can't stress this enough. This is not a threat. He's an older guy. He's not
mhm,
in good health.
right?
If that were to happen, you're right. I don't think JD Vance could hold things together like that.
Mhm.
He doesn't have, I mean, he's charismaless.
Yeah, right, right.
Nobody's
Uh,
following him.
yeah, I don't know. I don't see any politician on either side having the riz that Trump does to make this shit
Right.
happen.
Hmm.
And it sucks that
Yeah.
he is that for this country.
Right.
Uh,
A game show host from 2 decades ago
yeah,
and co-star of Home Alone 2 is single-handedly almost taking our country down the path of fascism. Boy, I couldn't have called that in 21st century bingo.
right. I mean, we
Jesus.
were already on the precipice for 60 years at
Yeah.
least. I don't know, maybe the entire history of the country, we were on the precipice of it. I mean,
Hmm.
but it was built on the back of slaves,
Yeah.
they were, even after they were quote unquote free, they're Jim Crow and subjugated for, I mean,
Hmm.
even still,
Hmm.
I mean, we've always been on the brink, but we're barreling down the road now.
Yep. This is going to be and especially as soon as somebody pulls a trigger somewhere. And keep in mind the National Guardsmen who are in DC currently are DC National Guard. They're on their home
Mhm.
turf. These are their neighbors, these are their friends.
Mhm.
They are less likely to want to escalate something if they don't have to. Because at the end of the day, they
Right.
got to go home. Their home might be
Mhm.
down the fucking street.
Right. Aren't they armed?
They are now armed. Yes, they were
Right.
not initially. They are now armed.
Yeah.
But there are Republican governors offering to send troops from other states, like West Virginia, I think is one. I think
To
Louisiana might be
Chicago.
one. To DC
Oh, okay.
and probably to Chicago too. But DC, Trump can authorize other National Guardsmen to come into DC because that's federal
Right.
territory.
Hmm.
Um, they're more
It's
likely to do
fucking
something like
gross.
pull a trigger because
Yeah.
that's not their neighbor. They're
Right.
going to dunk on the libs in their mind. Um, and if coming from red states, they are more likely, these National Guardsmen, to be more politically aligned with Donald Trump than if they came from like a blue state or somewhere like, if even if Illinois National Guard were deployed into Chicago, a lot of them, same thing, home turf. A lot of these people live within proximity of the city and are probably less likely to do something like pull a trigger. Um, but if they start sending National Guardsmen from red states, which is a complete violation of any state autonomy, which the states' rights people should have a real problem with. I'm
Yeah.
surprised we're not hearing more from them.
Yeah.
Um, that
Well,
is
because they're fucking hypocrites. I
right.
mean, it's back to that fucking hypocrisy burn at the
So
beginning of the episode. Like, that,
that's an invasion.
mhm,
There's no other way to look at it. Sending National Guard from another state into the streets of Chicago
mhm,
without the consent of the governor and the mayor,
mhm,
that's an invasion. They're an invading force.
mhm.
They have deployed troops then onto American cities, onto American citizens.
Yep.
And the only way he can get away with that is by trying to do something like claim the Insurrection Act, which
Hmm.
a lot of courts will probably side with him just because it's very conservative courts. So
Yeah.
it'll be just a
I
bunch
don't know
of.
anymore. Like, I would be skeptical of that claim.
Mhm.
even a year ago, but now I don't know.
Yeah.
It's like everything has shifted
Hmm.
way more than I thought.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought that this administration was going to be terrible, but it's even surpassed my lowest expectations.
I didn't, I honestly didn't think at the beginning of this second term, I could not have envisioned him sending troops, activating troops, or sending active duty troops. He sent the Marines into LA, which
Hmm.
those are not National Guardsmen. Those are active federal troops, the
Yeah.
Marine Corps.
Hmm.
Um, Sending active or activated troops or guardsmen into places, invading America's own cities. I could not have envisioned that. I thought he was going to slash government to a point where it was going to be hard to recover from. I
Hmm.
was worried about things like the EPA getting slashed, um, Corporation for Public Broadcasting, which did get slashed.
Right.
Things I was worried about stuff like that. I was worried about moves like that. I honestly, there's no way that I would have, if somebody would have said he's going to deploy active duty troops into American cities and there could potentially be a firefight between citizens and troops, I would have been like, there's no fucking way. That's not going to happen. Yeah, come on. It's going to be a tough road to
Um,
recovery, but
it's so there's a new Devo documentary on Netflix.
mm,
I promise this relates.
okay. All right.
Um, um, so far it's really good, but one of the things that activated um, uh, Devo was the Kent State shooting.
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And that was a huge fucking deal.
Yeah.
I mean, huge. People still
Hmm.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Uh,
They have a memorial on the
yeah,
campus.
yeah. You
Uh-huh.
know, we're not that far away from that happening again on a larger scale.
Way, way worse.
And
Yeah.
and very few people seem concerned about it.
Right. Because there's a lot of people
Half the
right
country doesn't
now
give a fuck.
signing up for ICE, signing up
Hmm.
for the military, because they
Hmm.
just want to get their hands on a gun. They want to go shoot some libs. They want to go shoot some black or brown people. They want to go shoot some, gay people, whoever, whatever group they've demonized in their head, or
Hmm.
maybe all of them. And that's what their goal is.
Yeah.
There are active white supremacists in Department of Homeland Security, in
Proud
Department of Defense.
Boys.
Yeah.
Proud Boys are joining ICE
Hmm.
for the specific goal
Yeah.
of getting rid of minorities.
Yeah. Hmm. Yeah, and
We have we have literal concentration camps.
they're not doing big background checks on these people. Not that they would
Well,
care anyway,
right.
but they're
And
they're just
what's the signing bonus? Like
$50,000, I think.
that's fucking crazy.
Yeah. So I think it's starting salary is something like $65,000 a year, and you get a $50,000 signing bonus. So that's creeping into six figures. That's yeah, bottom six figures just to sign up.
Yeah.
So
Well,
if you
I
are a
if you're a washed
disgruntled,
up if you're a
yeah,
washed up ex Superman TV actor,
yeah,
pretty good option for you.
right, yeah. I mean, it's the only work you can get. So,
Yeah. When do you think Kevin Sorbo is going to join ICE? Scott Baio?
uh, whenever they stop getting roles in those Christian movies, I guess they'll
Oh,
have to go
okay.
join us.
All
Yeah,
right.
because
Yeah.
I think it wasn't Dean Cain just back up Kevin Sorbo, so he didn't really have a choice. He had to be the first one to join.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, when when
I
when Kevin Sorbo is
TV's
closer to the A list
Hercules.
than you are.
Yeah. TV's Hercules is doing better than you. You're in trouble.
Yep.
Scott Baio?
Hmm. What's he been in lately? Has Scott
Nothing.
Baio been in anything? Nothing.
Nothing.
Okay,
Yeah, that's why I think he's probably next.
probably. Watching Dean Cain. Have you seen Dean Cain's ice training video?
Oh, I did. It's
Oh,
hilarious.
it's such a
It's
delight.
glorious. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
such a delight.
Hmm.
Man, I thought I was out of shape.
Right.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I'm looking at that obstacle course and I'm like, fuck, man, I could do better on that shit.
Yeah.
It's like he is, he's like, he is that guy who always says stuff like, I was going to join the military, but,
Uh-huh. Yeah,
and they
yeah.
never did, but they
I
just,
was
they just always
I was gonna
fantasized
be
about
I
it,
was gonna be a cop, but
but, and
yeah,
they didn't.
right.
Yeah. And they just like had little obstacle courses they made in their backyard.
Mhm.
They'd pretend to roll through.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. The type of guy that peaks in high school.
Yeah, right. I don't know if I could even imagine a character for a movie or TV show that would be as pathetic as Dean Cain is in real life.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. I'm sure there's somebody, but
Yeah. Unless it's just Dean Cain as himself.
yeah, right.
That's all right. I'm sure they'll make another dog saves Phil in the Holiday movie for him to be in at some point.
Oh, yeah.
Hmm.
Excellent. Excellent.
Yeah. I did see the live recording of the How Did This Get Made about the dog who saved Christmas.
Oh yeah.
So yeah, they
Fun.
obviously didn't have kind words for Dean Cain. I wonder why.
Yeah.
This is before all
Who
this ice shit
would?
too.
Would,
Like,
yeah. I mean, he's been a chud for a long time though. I mean,
yeah.
I'm pretty sure he was on the Obama's Not American uh gambit back
Yep.
then,
Yeah.
along with Kevin Sorbo and Scott Baio and
Yeah.
Donald Trump.
Yeah. Everybody, yeah, don't give the Bulls owners any more money, but everybody, if you can go find a used ball cap at a thrift store that's a Chicago Bulls cap, get that and wear it, especially when you are seeing ICE people do their job because
Oh yeah, yeah.
they are arresting people in Chicago Bulls hats. So if the bunch of white people are also wearing them, also they're coming
Jesus
to
fucking
Chicago, so there's
Christ.
probably going to be a lot of fucking people in Chicago Bulls hats. I feel like considering that is our actual NBA team. So
Right.
so
Um,
everybody go and get a Chicago Bulls hat. If you can find one used, do that. Don't give those. Don't I mean? Don't get me wrong. Like the owners of Chicago Bulls are fucking billionaires and they fucking suck. But um, yeah, go get a cap at a thrift store or something, and make sure you surround whoever's getting arrested wearing Chicago Bulls caps. Just to give plausible deniability to whoever they're trying to claim is in some sort of fucking gang for wearing just a goddamn NBA ball cap.
Jesus Christ. Speaking of deportations, Kilmar Abrega Garcia is being deported to Uganda.
Uganda.
Yeah.
Hey, remind me again, how long did he live in Uganda? I'm gonna guess it was.
I don't think he's ever been there.
Oh, he's never been there.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Okay. Let's see. So
I would
Uganda.
wager he's never been to Africa at all.
Probably not. Probably not. Um, hmm. That's an interesting choice then
Yeah, yeah.
to deport him to Uganda.
Hmm.
I
I
mean,
wonder how
considering
much they're going to pay us to take him. What does
I don't
Trump get
know.
out of this?
I don't know. What was his country
Everything
of
is
origin again?
transactional.
I don't remember what his country of origin was.
Uh,
It wasn't El Salvador though. He did go
yeah, it
there, but I don't
was.
think he was from there. Was he actually?
No,
Is
he's
he?
from El Salvador.
Okay.
He fled gang violence.
Hmm.
And when he was first arrested on that bullshit charge,
Hmm.
uh, a judge said they couldn't send him back there because he was fleeing for his
Hmm.
life, and not to send him back there. That's why he had to come home because
Hmm.
a judge ordered him not to be deported to El
Right.
Salvador.
But he was here legally too.
I don't know.
I
I
think
don't
he
remember.
was.
I think that he had a green card or something.
Yes. So yeah, he had legal status. He was doing things the right way
I
that they
believe
keep
so.
that they love to say, but they don't actually fucking mean it. Um, so yeah, doing things doing things the right way. Still got deported.
Mhm.
You
Well, I
got
mean, they're
you
deporting American citizens, so
yeah. Uh, yeah, Uganda's an interesting choice. But yeah, I mean it's a dictatorship, so it doesn't surprise me that they're
yeah.
probably in bed with the Trump administration. I believe it's illegal to be gay there still.
Yeah,
I
thanks to American evangelicals.
Yes. I don't think it is death penalty, but I think it's life in prison right now for being gay, for just being gay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
lots of places in Africa. Sorry, I am looking up to see if that is indeed what is happening. Last I heard, they were going to send him to Uganda.
Interesting.
Oh, he was released from federal custody on Friday, and the administration said it intended to deport him to Uganda. I don't know if that's going to happen or not, but that was their intention at least.
I'm curious to know why they chose Uganda. I mean, just because there's somebody there is paying for him, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Hmm. So, I mean, like in typical conservative fashion of just reinventing things that already existed, they have now reinvented slavery.
Oh, yeah,
So,
yeah.
yeah.
Did you hear about that woman? I do not remember her name, but she was basically a slave in Alabama until like 1976.
Oh, no.
I mean, she was born to a family who worked fields, and the boss just basically never gave them their freedom and never paid them. So they were literal slaves to this guy until I think it was like the mid 70s or
Oh
something.
my God.
It's fucking terrible.
That is. Well, I mean, slavery is still legal in Alabama. They just call it something different. You can
Yeah,
rent
prison labor.
prisoners, yeah,
Hmm.
to come
Yeah.
work for you for free.
Hmm.
Um,
Well,
mm,
not to mention uh, what our uh, imperialism did to Libya,
hmm
because they have literal slave markets there now
yeah,
in Libya, thanks
hmm
to our imperialism and Hillary Clinton's desire to overthrow their government.
yeah. That's good. Good job,
Mhm.
America.
Mhm. Yeah, literal slave markets.
Yep,
And Israel is planning to invade the West Bank.
yep. I think they're already doing it, aren't they?
Yeah,
Isn't that
yeah,
already underway?
I think so.
Okay.
Mhm.
Sorry, it's hard to keep up. There's a lot. There's a lot of
Yeah.
lot of balls in the air. It's
I
hard to
mean,
keep up.
they already basically were by having, Israelis uh, take over the homes of
Hmm
Palestinians in the West Bank.
Yeah,
Uh, because, if one Israeli family didn't do it, then another
mm,
one would. So it may as
right.
well be them. That's what a colonizer said
hmm
in a TV interview. If it wasn't me, it would be somebody else. That
Yeah,
justifies it. That justifies
justifies it. Yeah,
stealing somebody's home in a region that you are legally not allowed to colonize, but are
right.
doing it anyway, with the help of the United States.
I know. So you could just walk into somebody's house and just take it. Man, there's some
Yeah,
really nice houses out in the suburbs. I'd like to
yeah,
just have.
yeah,
So, I mean, if precedent is set, then hey, look,
yeah.
if I don't do it, someone else is going to.
Right, right. Yeah,
May as well be me, right?
yeah,
So, yeah, for all you, anyone out there who would listen to our podcast is probably not very right wing. But if any of you stumble upon it, and you are the don't tread on me flag waving people, I mean, wouldn't you just love it if somebody just walked into your house and was like, "This is my house now,
hmm hmm
and if you don't leave, we're going to kill you."
yeah,
And
yeah.
they could do so
Hmm.
with no
Legally.
consequences legally. And if
Well,
you said,
not
"Well, I'm going
legally,
to put
but
up a
with the
fight,"
support of their fascist government.
right? You said, "I'm going to put up a fight and keep my house," and they just kicked you out anyway. How would you feel about that? Would you consider that being tread upon?
Well, neckbone, that would never happen to them because they're
Right.
the right kind of
The
person.
right kind of person, right?
Mhm.
Yeah. Or they would just say, "Step on me harder, daddy." So, yeah, thanks everybody for listening to our political ramblings for the last
That's
however long this
an,
ends up being, hour and a half.
another uplifting episode
Right.
from Neckbone and Jer Bear. on
Um, yeah,
the state of the world. It's going
yeah,
exceptionally well.
it is. Um,
Humans are doing a bang up job.
yeah.
Keep up the good work, humanity.
Don't forget to watch out for your neighbors, your friends, your family, people, marginalized groups, especially if, and odds are, if you listen to our podcast, you, like us, are probably white men who are middle aged. I'm just going by the numbers on our RSS feed. So the odds are you are like us. So yeah, use your privilege. It's your superpower. Use it to protect other people.
Yes.
And be a better Superman than Dean fucking Kane, which is
Yeah.
low bar, I know, but
Right. Right.
um, protesting in especially major cities where you're going to have a lot of people who are going to want to protest. Um, and I'm just saying this hypothetically. I would never give protesting advice to people or, suggest any law be broken or anything like that or whatever else I need to say. But just remember 20 small to medium sized protests spread throughout the city are way more impactful than one giant one in one central location where they can surround you.
Yeah.
Spread their resources out. It
Yep.
is a tactic, it is a military used tactic. It fucking works. They have limited resources, they can only go to so many places.
Yep. There's more of us than there are of them.
Of course, I would never advocate for breaking any laws and all that stuff. So,
Right.
but so for yes, peaceful legal protests.
Right.
Just
Like
remember
I
that.
said, non-violent gadflies.
Right. Yeah. Cover tattoos, black bloc clothes. If you wear any
Mask.
symbol at all, make sure you're all wearing Chicago Bulls hats.
Hmm.
Which one of the criterias for being labeled a gang member is self-identifying as a gang member, and some people wearing Chicago's Bulls hats, they said that was self-identifying as being a gang member.
Is this the 19 fucking, is this the early 90s? Like that's the last time I remember hearing anything about like sports team,
Right.
sports teams signifying gang activity.
Right. And I tried looking it up. I looked everywhere, and the only thing it said was MS-13 members have been known to wear Chicago's Bulls hats, but have also been known to wear hats of other sports teams. And I'm like,
Mhm.
they might just be fans of sports on top
Could
of being
be.
in a gang.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, it's not uncommon to wear Chicago Bulls hats. They're a very popular team from a major city.
Yeah.
This
Mhm.
isn't weird. That's like being like freaked out that somebody's seen Star Wars. It's like, well, yeah, that's a really popular movie franchise. Like, it's not uncommon to have seen it.
I'd like to thank the patrons,
Oh yeah, thank our patrons.
Mr. Power, Johnny, Alec, Adam, and Chris. Thanks. You guys are fucking aces.
Yeah, it's awesome. And don't forget to go to our website, www.prairiepunkpress.com. Tell your friends. Make sure that you and everyone you know likes and subscribes. If you can give us money, that'd be dope. If you can't, like and subscribe and tell other people too as well.
Delete your Twitter. Fuck Elon Musk.
Fuck
Fuck
Elon Musk.
capitalism.
Yep.
Yeah.
And yep, take care of each other.
Bye.
Bye.